Well, speaking of jokes, we are not joking around. Episode 11 of Dude Stew live. As you can see, we're a man short tonight. Matt Fox is, due to the wishes of his family and his loved ones, has entered a rehab facility. He's down in Costa Mesa, getting the treatment he needs.
Male only.
He's using his one call for the week to call into the show, and he's apparently drinking a Diet Coke.
Yeah.
What are you doing there, Fox?
Yeah. It's part of the system.
You got to work the system, man. Now we're doing our first Bluetooth with Fox chiming in here, so cool. All right, it's gonna be back in person for the most part. The Zoom things were kind of sucking a little bit, but
Yeah.
I mean, they're fine.
They're kind of dangerous.
Yeah,
I
dude.
didn't have to drive afterwards.
Yeah.
My kid loved them because of the faces, like, or the, on the filters.
Yeah.
And he was like, yesterday, he's like, "Are you gonna do different filters? Like, what other? Can you do a dinosaur?" And like, he was like giving suggestions. He was like really into it. But I was like, it's kind of like, I don't think anyone else likes it, Jonas.
Yeah. Ours comes up like on our YouTube because it's all kind of linked. Like I've looked,
Yeah.
So like it came up one day and they were like, "Can we watch it?" I was like, "No, like, no, not right now. Maybe in like a couple of years."
We watch it, but they don't pay
Oh, really?
attention. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm like, Dad's gonna say some things,
Yeah.
and like probably the F word, but they're cool with it.
Yeah. How's so you're on kid duty, Fox, or how long? Just you?
For the next week and a half.
Damn, bro, really?
Pretty much, yeah.
You finally had enough of your
That's
shit.
mother-in-law is getting surgery, so
Yeah.
she's in Lodi, being a nurse.
Wow. Well, speedy recoveries to mother-in-law. Let's just hope she's better by September 16th. We got that No Effect show.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Road tripping. Are we going? I think we should go.
I want to go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'm going if you guys aren't.
I think we should go. I have not dropped that in the family meeting yet, but
And the family.
I think I'm just gonna. Yeah.
The family group texts him and stuff.
do it right now. Yeah.
Yeah, you just text her right
Yeah.
now. Actually, you know what? We'll all just text her.
Just let her
Group
watch
text
the
them.
show.
Yeah. No, that's gonna be a fun one. I've never seen Swinging Utters. I've never seen them.
I have, yeah. I saw them at Amoeba for free.
Really?
Yeah, it was cool. They were like way up on the second story or whatever, and it was in Berkeley. But they're okay. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
Some at Old Ironside. They're awesome.
Fox, you know who just played Old Ironsides?
No, I do not know.
The
since
knockoffs.
I can't go there.
The knockoffs.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They're still around?
Yeah, they got back together recently. Before we had our awesome theme song by at TY the dude on Instagram.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name right now. I asked them if they would do our intro. They never got back to me. Are you watching movie right now? What are you doing?
I'm checking something.
Oh, okay.
But it wasn't.
Yeah, so NoFX is doing their last tour. The only bands I really gave a shit about seeing were NoFX and Swinging Utters. But
I don't even know who else was on the bill. I was just like, I would like to see No Effects for the last time.
yeah, there was like I think each city kind of like rotates lineups.
Okay, yeah.
So
The Swinging Utters is from San Francisco.
they're from Sacramento. Oh no, they're from
they?
San Francisco, but I think
Yeah.
a couple of the guys are from Sacramento.
Yeah.
They have a song called T and 15th, and I think it's about Sacramento streets. So
Oh, cool. Yeah.
yeah,
They're a cool band. I like.
yeah, I've always
yeah.
liked them.
Right.
I've always thought they were really good.
They do like that, some like eclectic stuff with like different instruments and stuff.
Yeah.
Like it's not just straight punk all the time.
So, yeah, that'd be a cool show. I think we should podcast on our way there. I'm sure Max would come
Yeah.
up.
Probably.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever seen a show at the Cow Palace?
No. It was. I know it was like a legit venue. My dad would talk about going there. and seeing shows and stuff.
Yeah, it's just like the Rolling Stones and stuff would play there. Like it was kind of, I think like before shows were like more official in places, but
The Beatles played there.
yeah, I went to a gun show there.
Oh,
Yeah,
do tell.
That counts.
It was wild. Like I'd never been to a gun show, but it was like time to go.
Yeah.
You know, and so
I mean, you're right.
it is. Yeah, and so like I'm like having a hard time imagining how you could actually put a concert on there because it just seemed like a big dark hall.
Yeah.
And like I didn't see like any like stadium seating or anything. I mean, they were selling guns and like it was insane. Like some of the gnarliest looking people I've ever seen were at this gun show.
It's pretty funny going to a gun show in San Francisco.
Yeah, it seemed
That's
like
pretty-
a big fu to their like their political
Yeah.
establishment.
It's probably the one to go to.
Yeah, I remember there was this guy who was like Hawaiian or something.
Yeah.
And he had like a Jaguar guitar. He's like playing like surf rock, just
yeah?
sitting there with like a bunch of Glocks and shit. Like, I was like, it seemed like a weird thing, but like, yeah, like gun shows are insane. Like there's like Nazi memorabilia mixed in with like,
well, World War II memorabilia. Let's be
yeah,
sure.
okay. But, I mean,
It's all history.
yeah, but like,
Historical artifacts.
right? It's like just like oh, like you're into
That
guns
belongs in a
and
museum.
shit.
There it is.
What's that from?
From Indiana Jones.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
It
like his
belongs. That's
catchphrase.
right. Yeah, belongs in a museum.
But this guy had like a 50 caliber handgun, and I just remember thinking like, I don't think I could shoot that. Like, just I'd blow my hand off or like drop it or
drop it.
something. It was like humongous. It was like a fucking cannon.
They're super jarring. I shot an what's the one that the AR-15. I shot one time, and it was like, damn, it was like a little bit more powerful than a BB gun.
Okay,
It was crazy. It was just like,
Yeah.
That's weird.
yeah, it was pretty wild. So
I've never shot a handgun. I've shot a rifle.
you haven't lived yet, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
There's
took-
still time.
I took a handgun class.
Yeah, we did too.
And like the video, you're like, you got to get certified, and you're like, oh shit, I got to pass a test, and like got to study hard, and
Yeah.
I'm like sitting there, like what are your reasons for being here? And like everyone's like, oh, zombie apocalypse, you know, the world falls apart, and I was like, I'm a teacher, and if I see a gun in class, I want to know like how it works or
Yeah.
something. Just trying to like come up with a responsible answer.
it
but
works.
well, I'm like, you know, like, how do I like disengage the thing in the chamber or whatever? But
The bullet.
right.
apart.
But really, I was like more like I want to fucking shoot a gun, you know. And
Yeah.
so, but I was just surprised like all the flippant answers were like yeah, I just want to fucking blast a dude when he
Yeah.
robs me or something. And
I
showed-
think you know why I'm here.
right. Then they showed this like video, and it was like the most like dumbed down like driver's ed version of like how to operate something.
Oh, really?
And it's like I remember there was like a toddler, like a baby, not a toddler, like a baby, like in a diaper, and they're like, never give it to the baby, and it's like holding like the gun, and it was like you wouldn't do this, and it was just like so fucking obvious. And I was like, oh, this is why guns are so prevalent. Like
Yeah.
it's fucking easy to get one here. Like,
Dude, it's pretty easy to get one. I bought one. We did this
Yeah.
gun safety course, and it was amazing. Like, it was super cool and very informative. And then I was like, well, I mean, okay. And then we just did it, and I took a test, and the guy was like, well, you got 5 wrong. You're only allowed to miss like 4. And he's like, so let's review it. And he goes, number 1, and he reads it off. He goes, well, if it's not A, B, or D, and I was like, C, and he's like, yep. And that was
Yeah.
that was it. And he's like, all right, $15 for like
Shoots it when
your
you're done.
yeah.
yeah. Threw it in the air.
If it's not A, B, or
Yeah, so it was like it was crazy easy. And then we have one, and I've never even. It's just in a safe.
What
Yeah.
are you saying? Didn't someone like drop it in your training or?
No, I. What did I do? Oh, I like reached for it.
Like,
Because like when you're like, okay, you line up and then you shoot, and then
Yeah.
it's like hands off, don't fucking touch them. And I said something, and I reached for it. And he's like, stop right there. And I was like, what? And he was like, you were reaching for it, like you don't do that. And I was like, oh, sorry. Like, and it was like a
Draw.
firm. It was like when you were a kid getting yelled at by a principal.
Yeah.
It was just like, fuck, dude. Okay, sorry.
He wasn't mad. He was just disappointed.
He was extremely disappointed.
like my gun jammed like while I was shooting it, and it was kind of like, oh, this is the reason I'm here. Like, how do you
Yeah.
figure it out? And the dude just comes up and like clears it all. And I was like, how? Like, I wish you had taught me.
Yeah, yeah.
You
No,
know,
they
'cause,
taught
like-
us all that stuff.
Yeah,
They
like-
like this class was like you. Pretend like you've never seen a gun before. You don't know what one is, and it was like that basic. It was amazing.
Yeah,
I want to do that.
we did like a
You
whole
just want to do it
thing.
again? Can you retake it?
Yeah, Katie's
Yeah.
cousin like facilitates it.
Yeah, like you could.
dope.
We did like this whole finger gun thing, where like in the classroom, pretend. Yeah, it was awesome. I was like, all right, and load, and like everyone like shoot, and I was like, all right. And then,
I got you. You're dead. You're dead.
no, I mean,
Fall down.
I would recommend it. You know, like why the fuck not? Like, even if you're not into guns, like, I think a lot of people have like a bias towards them, and it's like I certainly did. It was like
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a class, and then
If you're responsible.
yeah, and then like I'd walk around with that card, like I laminated it, and be like, oh, my fucking handgun thing fell out. Sorry guys, you know, like.
You go to the liquor store. We got a card. Oh, here it is. Oh, sorry, that's mine. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Fox,
At
any
scout
gun
camp,
stories?
I got to. At scout camp, I got to double fist Walter PPK.
You double-fisted Walter PPK.
Who's Walter?
Was that the head? Was that the head?
Yeah.
Was that the head
You're still
counselor?
friends?
Oh, Walter.
He said I had to if I wanted to advance into scouts.
You want to fly like an eagle?
Double fisting, like you shot two guns at once.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome.
That's cool.
It was essentially the James Bond gun.
Oh, the little one,
Yeah, it has a freaking kickback.
Goldeneye.
Yeah.
Huh. Well,
Yeah, it was pretty awesome. This guy had a ton of. He had that. He had 45, and he had Lugers, and then he had these. I think it was the Lugers that shot 22 rifle bullets.
You're just cycling through
So
the
those were
golden
like-
guns.
Yes.
Grenade launcher,
grenade launcher, a laser gun,
a knife.
Flap.
a knife. Yeah, I don't know if we can sneak any guns into the No Effects show, but I think we should do it, man. I think we should.
Yeah.
It's
the last
both of
show.
our anniversary weekends, but I feel like we've been married long enough.
If they really loved us.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you really loved me, that you would let me do this.
Let me bring this gun in.
My old roommate locked up my airsoft because I kept shooting him in the ass with it.
Stephanie.
Yes, it was Stephanie.
Yeah, no, we should do it, man. It'll be fun. We can all carpool over. We can record a podcast on the way there.
Yeah.
We could, and then I think we should stay the night too. We get a hotel.
Yeah, that's
Dude,
that's like
let's
the least crowded part.
let's take Caltrain, or not Caltrain, Amtrak,
Oh yeah, we did
the
that.
corridor,
We did that not like long ago. It was all right.
because that drops off at Jack London Square,
Yeah, that's in Oakland.
And then take BART over.
and then you take Oakland over. You take BART over to San Francisco.
And then take Caltrain to the middle of Cow Palace.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but if you take Bart, you gotta take Homer. Yeah, no, because Cow Palace, it's like Daly City, right?
Yeah, it's like on the border. Like,
Yeah.
it's like this.
Old stomping grounds.
Yeah. No, like there's a cool park over there, like McLaren Park. That's like, it's like a second Golden Gate Park.
Oh,
And it's a bunch of, like, I used to take my dog there because they had a dog lake, and like the dog would swim in there, and it was just
Yeah.
like, oh, I could go drive to this just as cool. Like, that's where the Jerry Garcia's like funeral was or whatever.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's like an amphitheater. Like,
Huh.
kinda, yeah, it's a cool park, and it's like that whole part of San Francisco, like you wouldn't go to because it's not like a tourist thing, or it's like foggy, or
Daly City.
yeah, it's yeah. I like in my later years in the city, I used to hang out in that area a lot.
Huh. Yeah,
I think technically it's South San Francisco, isn't it? Cow Palace.
Yeah, something like that. I mean, there's that mountain there, like San Bruno Mountain
Yeah.
or something.
It's interesting. It's the Cow Palace. I honestly kind of thought it would be like at like where the Giants play.
Like the Pac Bell Park.
Yeah, I thought it would have been
whatever.
something like that, where like they have like just multiple stages.
Yeah, I mean, it seemed like I was
Yeah.
surprised at how cheap the tickets were. Like, so I
Because it's at
feel
Cow
like
Palace.
they're like, let's do it for scale rather than like anything more important.
Yeah.
So I was like, that's super cool.
Well, I heard recently, I don't know who it was, but they were saying the reason shows are so expensive is because, like, obviously, like, everything that happened, like, with COVID and shit, but then, like, labor costs have gone up so far that, like, That's why, like, when you go see a show at like a stadium, they're like hundreds of dollars because they have to bring crews in to, like, every time they do a show at, like, say Levi Stadium, they have to redo the entire like the grass area. So like they have to redo that, like they have to re-level it and everything. So
I mean, like, I think the Cow Palace is like just crappy enough that they're probably like, we don't care, have a gun show and a punk show tomorrow, you know?
Yeah. And then have a cow rodeo or a cow. It's like cow auctions, right?
That's what I think. Like, have you ever been up to Reno? Like Reno, they have a Reno Events Center, and it's like built like you're parading cattle through it, and like you sit in like an oval, and then you kind of like watch the show this way, like looking down a long corridor to the stage.
No.
And it's a cool place, but it's not built for concerts. It's built for like seeing things go. Like you could see like a monster truck rally there or something.
Oh.
But that's kind of how I imagine the Cow Palace. It's more like oblong than it is like short, and
It's like a hangar.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We went to Disney on Ice. What?
I was just gonna say, I think Evel Knievel motorcycle uppercutted a Hell's Angel at Cow Palace.
Oh yeah, I think he did. You're right. Like he crashed into him or something like that, and then they fucked him up.
Like he was like,
Wow.
he like punched. He took his motorcycle into him and jumped off his motorcycle and punched him, and like broke his hand, but like knocked the guy out.
Yeah, I've seen footage of that. I watched the documentary on Evel Knievel. That guy was a dick.
Yeah,
Dude, he was just a crazy drunk. That's all he was. That like just did wild shit.
The original.
one hell of a punch though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, actually, it was like a documentary produced by Johnny Knoxville too. We went to Disney on Ice a couple weekends ago. Tore it up there. That was I don't know, man. It was Disney on Ice. It wasn't anything crazy.
Do they sell alcohol there?
Yeah.
Okay.
They do. I didn't. I was like, I'll just take a water. And then Katie came back with a beer. And I was like,
9 in the morning.
fuck, dude. Like
you or
noon.
for her?
For her.
Oh,
But
that's what's up though. Like,
yeah.
I don't think I could stand that. Like, I commend you for doing that because I would be like, we're not fucking going to this. Like, Disneyland was one thing, but then like
It wasn't
going to watch
bad.
a performance. Like,
It's pretty cool. I mean, like it's figure skating. That's all. I mean, it's figure skating essentially. Like they're just doing like crazy tricks and shit. And like at one point, there's guys on bikes.
whoa.
Yeah, and it was like it started with Mary Poppins. Fox, I know you'd appreciate that. And then it went into like it was just like all the classics.
Okay.
So, but it was like 2 hours with like a 30-minute intermission.
Oh my gosh, dude. That
Yeah,
would
dude.
kill me.
She came back with 2 like light up mugs, and I was like, "Whoa, how much were those?" Like with shaved ice, and she goes, "They didn't have a price on them." I was like, "Fuck!" I bought some $8 nachos that were not good at all
With your water.
with my water. It was a Sunday, man.
It's God's day.
It was.
I guess we're going to Jurassic World.
They didn't have clam
Dude.
chowder.
They didn't have clam chowder. That's a fucking ripoff.
Is it?
Is it the one where you sit in your car and drive through it?
No.
Oh.
It's like actually, I don't know if it's that golden one, but it's like, I don't even know if it's on ice, which would be way better.
Dinosaurs on ice.
Yeah. There was just a threaded, I guess my in-laws are inviting us and like my brother-in-law and his family. And like Stace asking, like, where do you want to sit? I'm like, I don't care. Like, I don't even know what this is.
They probably so like Disney on Ice was just the lower bowl.
Okay.
They had the top part blocked off. So
Yeah. So apparently I'm doing Jurassic World. I hope it's good.
Fox and I, like, we took our kids to like that drive-through one at like the Rayleigh Stadium.
Yeah, we
or
got
whatever
that
Rayleigh.
too.
Field.
oh,
Yeah.
we went to the one in
was fine.
Roseville.
Yeah, you gotta like listen to the audio of
Yeah.
like basically like their knockoff version of Jurassic Park.
Oh,
Like
I
the
thought
dinosaurs.
They had a theme song.
The what?
The Jurassic Quest.
Oh.
Jurassic Quest.
And then like in the middle, there's like a souvenir booth, and like you could like drive by that. It was like,
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was kind of weird because you're like we don't like your kids don't touch anything or they don't see anything, so it's like just keep driving. Like you don't need to blow up. Like,
Yeah, we're not going to stop here.
Just making
Right.
like some, hey, look at that. Look through.
we went to the one in Roseville and it fucking sucked. They were just like I like big models of dinosaurs. And then as you drove by, it had you had to listen to something.
Yeah.
But then they would just be like, it was like this
Sounds
fucking
like the same one.
terrible. It was so expensive too. It was like $80.
Oh, geez. Yeah, I don't think ours was that much.
Yeah.
And it was like you just had to go, and like you were just at the mercy of the person in front of you.
Yeah.
It was just like,
Right. You can't get out.
yeah,
Yeah.
I hated it. It's furious.
We saw him like
Ours had like a whole skit, and like people were like escaping, and dinosaurs were attacking.
That sounds way cooler.
Yeah. That we saw them like driving down the highway with my kids. And I was like,
really?
Hey, even better. Check it out. like it's free. They're all strapped down.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, I was not impressed with our dinosaur thing, but
You should write them.
whatever. Yeah, you should be able to ride them or something. Or speaking of driving down the road, pet peeves. That came up recently. I have a personal pet peeve of mine that I realized. One of my many hundred pet peeves, but one I realized probably today. Pet Steve's. I'm turning into a really bad driver.
Go on.
I'm fucking like I'm almost starting to get like lazy with driving.
Well,
we're
we're
like
from Sacramento.
yeah. But no, like Katie will give me shit, but she's like, you have to have more than like 2 fingers on the wheel. And like I don't know, I just find myself like getting more and more distracted and stuff like that, and like it's to the
Texting.
yeah, dude, it's
Ooh.
bad. It's super bad. Like to the point where I'm like, I'm just gonna put my phone like in the back seat.
Okay, it's either phone or meth.
Well,
Just limit.
yeah, I gotta
go back
limit
down
it.
to one.
I gotta finger it. But yeah, that's my own personal pet peeve. I realized about myself. This is like, fuck, dude, or like just like,
Wait, so you're your own pet peeve?
well, yeah, pretty much.
That's pretty deep.
Wow. Now that you put it that way, we might just wrap
I
this.
was ready for like a list of just.
No, it's just really that my shitty, awful driving, and then the whole like, let's go, LFG, let's fucking go.
Ever since you texted that, that's all I think about every day. I was
Dude,
like, I was clocking out of work. I'm like, let's fucking. No.
Dude, I hate it. I hate it. I hate when I see like
Let's go.
that shit.
Let's do it.
fucking go. Like, shut up. Shut the
But
fuck
go where?
up.
Where the fuck are we going?
We're already there.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I always hear like students saying it. Like, let's go. They're excited about something.
Yeah.
I'm like,
let's
where,
go.
like, where are they going?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This isn't fucking CrossFit. Like, stop it.
There's just 2 points in basketball.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's fucking go! Disney on Ice! LFG! Dude, come on. Dude, shut the fuck up. But yeah, Fox, yours is vaping inside, apparently?
Yeah, it just fucking pisses me
Well,
off.
then tell Stephanie to knock it off.
Well, you know, we all have our vices.
Is that lavender?
Peach.
I've never
Yeah,
seen that.
it smells hella good. I mean, I see it a lot as like a server and a bartender.
It's pretty
But
rude.
like, I was at Nugget buying groceries, and this guy, like, I walk around the corner, and the guy's just like kind of puffing it down, and like, and what I didn't register right away until I realized he was like trying to be sneaky about it, and it was like even pissed me off even more.
And
I was
then you
like,
bag
what?
your groceries.
Yeah.
You blew it in your face.
Paper. Plastic.
Aisle 5.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I mean, like, that's so. I mean, like, how are you shopping? You can't like wait. That's
Right, that's my pet peeve.
It's a
Is like,
tendency.
I can understand
Right.
like in a movie theater or like when you're just enjoying yourself and like,
Car wash.
but shopping can't take 15 minutes to like hold your hit.
Yeah, that's pretty weird,
Yeah.
man. Like, that's just like fully, I don't know, I mean, like full addiction to it, but like, that's pretty weird.
I think it is. Like, I think that's what happens. Like, you like switch from like smoking, which is like a little more. You have to go outside, and then you get on the vape, and it's like you can do all your driving. And you like,
Yeah, you can sit on
Yeah.
your couch and do it.
yeah, exactly. So it's like I think you just get addicted to the habit of it, And then
Taking
you're like,
advantage of the freedom.
yeah.
It's too much.
You kind of don't realize
this
it.
country,
but,
Drew.
oh shit! I'm in the middle of a grocery store in the fucking rice section.
Yeah, I kind of feel like people that did smoke that I know that switched over to vaping just like got even more reckless with it.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
So I don't know, man.
I don't care about smoking or vaping or any of that, but it's just like that, like doing it in weird indoor areas that just like you wouldn't even smoke in that situation.
Yeah,
Church?
it feels
Like a restaurant once again.
I think like to me like the annoying thing is like trying to get away with it, and it's like it's obvious that you're not, and it's like so you're like I don't know, like I was saying to you guys, like had like a student I maybe was vaping in class, but I couldn't tell. But it's like it smells like it could have been like some girl's body spray or something,
Or boys.
or boy's body spray, or like someone opened a Cinnabon or like some weird. It's just like
But-
it smells super fruity all of a sudden, and
But like, why if you're at like say like a wedding and you're vaping inside the venue, it's not okay. But if you bring a flask into the venue, then you're like, everyone's like, oh, right on.
yeah. I think the whole
More
smoking.
intrusive.
The smoking thing.
Preach on, brother.
I don't gotta tell you, Fox.
Because of
I don't
vape.
know.
I mean, you're
Yeah, but you can
everyone
get
in the
drunk and
vicinity.
fucking punch someone's grandma in the face. That's pretty intrusive.
Well, you went from just drinking from a flask to punching someone's grandma in the
Look,
face.
I'm just saying, man.
That's my pet peeve.
Yeah. Grandmas?
Motherfuckers.
Punching grandma.
Old motherfucking ladies walking around.
No, mine's people that talk on speakerphone.
Oh, fuck those
Yeah,
people. I
yeah.
hate that shit.
Ooh, I hit a nerve.
Oh, man.
Yep.
That drives me nuts. Yeah.
Yeah, so I was vaping.
Yeah.
Like,
Vaping
you can't-
I was vaping while driving. Yeah, dude, that's a bad one. That is.
I don't get it. I think it's another attention-seeking thing.
Yeah,
This is fucking laziness. Yeah, it's just like this weird entitlement that fucking people have.
Or it's like the older people that do it. Like, I think they get a kick that they learned how to do something new on a phone. Now they don't know how to go back.
Yeah.
right.
I don't know if my mom listens to this show or not. She does that. And it's like,
Sorry, Mrs. G.
stop. Like, don't. Like, please stop doing that. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a wild one. I don't know. I guess that pet peeve is like the earbud thing, too. Like, Katie always has her earbuds in. And I'll be like, hey, so, and she'll be like, sorry, what? Hold on.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like, dude, buying those things was the worst goddamn thing that ever I did.
I do that at home all the time.
Oh, really?
My wife hates it, and I'm like, yeah. She's like, you're not present when you're there. I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm like,
not.
fucking listening to a
the point.
podcast. Yeah.
I'm listening to dudes, too.
I'm doing the dishes or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do the same thing.
Yeah.
I pop them in during dishes while Stace watches like all the shitty TV we were talking about.
Oh, she pulled this one on me where she's like, you don't look in the eye when you're listening. And I was like, fuck, dude, because we got like a baby, you know? So I'm like, I think I do, but like, I don't think I'm like totally disengaged with like my child when it's,
LFG, bro.
No,
Let's
but-
fucking
yeah.
go. Let's dish it. Let's take these women to task.
So yeah, I went down to one pod.
mine broke, so only one works, or like they don't pair with each other. So I'm just down to one, and I'm like cool with it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's a fair compromise.
I hate them, dude. They're fucking annoying. Like, they're all like, I've told you this. I was like, I wish I didn't buy you those because they're always in. It's crazy.
Maybe we should go down to one.
She wears one.
Oh damn, she's still.
And then it's just like I'm trying to, like,
she's gotta learn to just to like smile and nod.
that's what I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what's up. That's what's up.
I don't know. I was playing with my kid the other day, and I had him out, and he was like, "This is the most fun we've ever had. Like, you're so good at playing."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Yeah, dude." Like, I wanted to tell my wife, like, "See, you don't see this when I'm like killing it with imagination time."
Yeah.
And like, so like, I don't know.
He's like, "This is the best time I've ever had," and you keep looking me in the eye.
Yeah.
You're right. This deep eye connection we have.
I love you, Papa.
Can I play with your gun?
Papa.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Please let me go to a no effects show with you. So, hey Fox, what's up with this health scare that you had? Another health scare.
Well, it wasn't more of a health scare as much as getting gaslit by my wife and the health industry for my strep throat.
Oh yeah, you
So
had strep.
I had
huh?
strep throat. Yeah,
I can't believe people still.
and Right? So I just had it, and I knew I was getting it, and like I looked up, I just WebMD'd the symptoms, and was like, okay, like possible rash. Okay, got a slight rash going on, headache and fever and body aches and then the tall tale sign, which I didn't have it at first, but there's like white bumps in the back of your throat.
Those are tonsil stuff.
And like by your tonsils and stuff. Yeah. And I started seeing those. I was like, okay, I definitely have it. And like we were playing it safe just in case, but like I'd show her she's like, that's not a rash. And I was like, yeah, so I have like 99.9 fever, and she's like, that's not a fever. And I'm like,
she is a nurse.
Well, this nurse, the Eagle Scout called strep throat and got it diagnosed.
Dang.
I don't know, man. I feel like
yeah, and then even go ahead, Josh.
Oh. Like, I feel like you go to the doctor, and most of the time they're like, you're fucking making this up. They're like, that's not a thing, or whatever. You're like, I'm concerned my back hurts. And like, yeah, you'll grow out of it, or whatever, And like, never do they like test for shit or like do anything. And
they're
then
the biggest skeptics.
Yeah, I took my son to the doctor, and like, what are your concerns? I'm like, nothing really, but he's got this thing on his back, like this rash, and like, he like right away like scraped it down. He's like, you got 5 minutes? Like, yeah, of course. He scrapes it, like takes it in the back and does some tests. I'm like, I had no idea people did that.
Whoa.
Like, yeah, and he's like, no, it's not a fungus. Like, put some cortisone cream on it, and like, cha-ching, we're out the door. I was like,
damn,
like, dude, no one has given me that kind of care ever. And I'm like, it's probably because he's 5, and they got a lifetime of money to milk out of this kid for health issues, and like, so I don't know. I think it's like the same thing. They're like you're a big boy, Matt. You don't need a strep test. Like, get on with your life, you pussy. You're like,
get out of here, you tall bitch.
No. Chart says tall bitch. Yeah, no. And then I went in, I went into Express Care online. And the doctor told him told him the symptoms. He's like, yeah, you can go to urgent care and get a strep test. And I went there, and they're like, oh, UC Davis needs to call us and confirm this. And I was like, no, it's on my chart. Like, I went on and I talked to some random doctor. They're not going to call. And they're like, oh, we can't give the test. And I was like, well, fuck you. And so I left and just waited till Monday, called my actual doctors, and they're like, oh yeah, 48 to 72 hours to get you that test. I was like,
Jesus.
Okay. And then so I called back and I dropped the cancer card. I was like, yeah, my wife has cancer and I'm afraid of giving her strep throat. And they're like, oh, we can get you in right now. And I was like, you bastard.
I think that's what you got to do, though. I mean, not that I'm encouraging anyone to like pull whatever card you have, but it's like, that's the severity of your life.
Yeah.
It's like, you shouldn't feel guilty about it. You should be like, fuck this shit.
Yeah.
You know, like,
they're not doing their job.
You get so much money of my money to like supposedly give health care. It's like, I'm not just faking it. Like, I go to the doctor like once every 5 years. Hardly. It's like they owe me whatever I want, Get me one of those crutches or whatever. Like,
yeah, I remember like going like when I turned 40, I was like, hey, do we need to do like a heart test or like anything like that? He's like, why? And I'm like, because I fucking want to.
Right.
Like, because I just asked, I don't know. He's like, do you feel like you need one? I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe. You tell me.
Did he say the catch-all where it was, you look healthy? 'Cause I've gotten that before, and I was like, oh, fuck you.
No, my doctor, like the thing where they like stick their finger up your ass. He's like, we don't need to do that, right? You're cool on that? I'm like, I guess if you say you're cool on it, but you're the one that's having to do it. So like
I'm not a doctor.
He's like,
I don't know.
I'm the janitor.
Yeah.
I got a lot of stuff going on right now. I don't really feel like it. So.
As you're pulling your pants back up, your doctor comes in. So, Josh, we're going to do the rectal exam. Like, wait, what?
We
set you on the way out.
Yeah, I had a vasectomy.
So I
and that
just
was,
Dr. Squeegee just did it to me.
Dr. Squeegee. Getting a vasectomy was like way more like involved, like not medically, but like paperwork wise. It was just like you had to like do like a bunch of different paperwork. I'm like, this is my choice. Like, why do you need to like? I don't know.
Liability.
Probably, yeah. I'm sure there's reasons. It's like, it obviously there was a reason behind why they needed all that stuff, but it was just like, whatever. So
Just snip it.
yeah,
Give me my pack of ice.
they didn't do that. There was no pack of ice. Like they just
No, just-
numb the shit out of you, which was the worst part. That hurt so fucking
The
bad.
numbing?
No.
Yeah,
Huh.
yeah. That was
They
the
used a
worst.
big ball peen hammer. Like, what do you expect?
Yeah, I was waterboarded.
Anvil.
They just waterboarded me while they did it. No, it was definitely a bizarre, like, kind of weird experience. I got high before I went too.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, yeah. That's more fun.
I drove myself to and from the vasectomy.
You drove high?
True.
And you were texting, and
Yeah, I was
shooting a gun.
texting. I was shooting a gun. I was listening to NoFX. Yeah,
While vaping.
while vaping. Yeah, and just being like, "Let's fucking go."
Sir, you need to keep your face down. You're in a clinic.
Let's cut it off!
Cut it off.
He kept screaming, D's nuts.
Show your dick.
Did you do the Joey where you're like, cut it out?
Oh no! I did ask. I was like, "Hey, how many of these a day do you do?" And he goes, "I try to keep it to like 2 or 3. Any more, and I'd go nuts." I was like, "That's a good one."
He's
Good one,
now
man.
a comedian.
Yeah, yeah. I was like, "Do you like podcast?" Yeah, no, it was fine. Like, it wasn't like within the next day. I was like, "Okay, I'm fine." Just,
My friend, we grew up with this guy whose dad was a whatever, I don't know what that doctor's title is called, like the urologist.
think it's a urologist, yeah.
Okay. He was like one of those, and like childhood friend, and then he's like, yeah, I went to what's his face's dad, and I was like, his dad, like the guy that like drove you to like Little League and
Whoa.
shit, did it? Yeah, and he's like, yeah, like I couldn't believe it. It's like I would have been like, can I work with your partner?
yeah, that
or
seems like
something?
a conflict of interest.
Yeah, I mean, like you like talk about the old days while it's getting done.
Yeah. I'm going to tape your penis to your stomach now, and then, hey, how's your mom doing? What's your sister up to nowadays?
I remember when you boys used to sleep over all the
Yeah.
time.
Right.
Is this going to hurt?
Right.
Yeah. Be all in the summertime. It was all hot
Remember that one time you broke that window?
with a loaf of bread.
Oh, your balls still look weird.
Yeah. Ah, you still got that scar, huh? Yeah.
You look just like your dad.
Oh god.
And your brother. So yeah, I guess we can move on to like pet peeves. And so that was it, Fox. How was strep throat? I don't think I've had that since like 3rd grade.
I mean, it was chill. Like,
It was mad chill.
it was just a sore throat, essentially, and like a fever, a slight fever. But apparently did not have a fever. And
Well, you can't.
Yeah.
You can have like an elevated temperature, but I think it's like has to be like in the like over 100 to be a temperature, like a fever though.
yeah,
So
yeah.
Dude, until I talked to you the other day, I had no fucking clue you could test for like a sore throat and it was strep throat. I just thought that was the thing people said when they had a sore throat. So like I was like, there's a test for this? Like I feel like I've been like cheated on medical care like my whole life. Like I was like, this is insane. Like
they have a flu test now.
that's what, yeah, there's all these tests for shit. And like I've never tested. So like, and so I was reading about like the CDC's like there's this like stomach bug going around that can't be treated with antibiotics, but then it like goes away in like 5 to 7 days. So I'm like, my doctor, you know, if I had it, they just be like, go fucking sit at home and call me in 7 days, you know, and then
Yeah.
Shake it off.
yeah,
I had a doctor that had every time I went into him, he's like, oh, "I have that. You'll be fine." I'm like,
yeah.
okay, but I don't give a fuck if you had it or not." Like,
I'm missing a
That
leg.
was like our family doctor growing up. He was like he had a stroke at 40, and he was just so chill about everything. I'm like, well, what? Like, look what happened to you, man. Like,
Like,
you
I'm
know, like
fine.
maybe right. I mean, but,
you're just
yeah.
learn to live with it.
Like it's like I want to go to medical school and just be like chill the fuck out, man. Like,
Here, just go here.
That's why I smoke this pipe now. I just keep the pipe there.
Here, it doesn't move. It's fine. I smoke toast. Yeah, I had like latent tuberculosis where like you have it, but it's not like it's not contagious or whatever.
Yeah.
And
You had consumption?
I don't what? No, that's constipation. I went in there. I was like, "Hey, this is kind of a big deal, isn't it?" He goes, "Nah, like, I had it. It's fine. A lot of people get it." I'm like, "Okay." And then I had to take like 13 weeks worth of like crazy antibiotics. It was stupid.
wow.
And you're fine.
But totally fine.
So he was right.
Yeah.
Like, I'll be your huckleberry.
Oh, that's a good transition into like,
Like, here's your surgical napkin to cough in.
yeah.
Here, use mine.
Oh, so we can go to movies, or we can go to that thing that Katie pulled out of my belly button.
Topic wise.
Yeah.
Okay. Not physically.
Yeah. Well.
Hey guys, how's it going? I came from Steve's tummy.
Yeah.
All right, belly button it is.
Oh. Well, I was just gonna like he was.
Lindsay?
Are you gonna show the picture?
I'm gonna get
I'll put it
beer
up
while
there.
you guys talk
Yeah.
about this.
Yeah.
So,
What's up,
Gag
Fox?
out loud.
Oh,
so
I deleted it.
Steve,
What?
Oh no, I put
Steve's literally giving up lint for lint.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, I was joking about that, giving up lint for lint, but yeah, it was weird because like a couple days prior, I was like feeling around my belly button. I could feel like a point, like it almost felt like I sent that to so many people. I could like almost feel like a scab or something in my belly button, and it kind of like I had messed with it so much that it was like kind of hurting a little bit. And I did it one day, whatever day that was last week. And she's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I don't know. I just feel like there's like something in my belly button." And she's like, "Well, let me look at it." And I was like, "All right." And I wish I had gotten a picture because she came out with a mask on. I think she had a shower cap on and like 2 pairs of gloves. But yeah, she just started digging like in my belly button. And the girls were sitting next to us on the couch. And she's like, "Oh my God." I was like, "What?" And she's like, "I don't know, but this might hurt." And she pulled it out. It didn't hurt at all. But then, it was just like, whoa, holy shit. Like, it was no joke. Probably the size of my fingernail. I'll put a picture up. But it, yeah, it.
Was it like ingrown hair or something?
I think it was just like a comp. It was almost like earwax, which I think your belly button does like accumulate that stuff. But I think because I had been messing with it, it had like irritated it. Because she said it smelled infected.
Huh.
So
that's a good wife, dude. Like I don't.
Yeah.
My wife would like
No way.
send me in the backyard or something.
Oh, I tried to do it myself. Like I was like, because I could like, I had like tweezers and I was trying to pull it out myself, and I was like, I'm gonna fucking hurt myself doing this. So
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah.
will you pop this blackhead for me? No.
oh,
No, my wife won't like massage my shoulder if it hurts. I'm like,
yeah,
she's like, I got you that massage gun. Like,
Well, if you look her in the eye.
dude, those massagers are the shit. If they weren't so expensive, I had one. I'd buy one.
yeah, like
Which one? Oh, the massager.
she got me one, but then it's like it's hard to do like your back, like
Yeah.
because it's like at an angle.
Yeah.
So like last week, like this week, my shoulders and my neck were like all jacked up, and I was like doing all these stretches and everything.
Help me.
And then like last night, I just drank a shit ton. I woke up, I was like, this is the best I've ever felt. Like I think like the problem was like trying to like do it holistically. I was
A
just,
cheap muscle relaxer.
yeah, no, I'm like I should just drink more. Like my shoulders feel great today. They were like the whole week they were like I was looking up trap exercises and like all this different stuff and like drinking did it, man.
Anything in particular?
I mean I drink like we got like 2 bottles of wine at Trader Joe's at like $5. Is that what you mean? Like,
Yeah.
yeah. Not the stretches, right?
Okay. No,
Yeah,
no.
no, fuck that.
Yeah. Red wine it is.
Yeah.
That's funny.
What are you cooking up there, Fox?
Ooh.
Sourdough,
No.
Oh, sourdough?
Oh, Baker Fox.
Baker Fox.
Baker's dozen. I started doing shadow boxing for exercises.
Uh-huh.
It's awesome. I love it.
What do you
Shadows
do you
kicking your ass.
Do you just make it up, or is there like a?
There's like videos where you just you watch someone, and so they're they teach you like boxing 101. And, like I have like no intention whatsoever like sparring with anyone or fighting anyone for that matter, but just like the exercise alone, it's pretty cool.
Yeah,
it's just like full body, like all out, and like you don't have to like put on like special clothing or like shoes or anything, or like you just need an empty room and like a phone.
Yeah, I've been getting up and like early in the morning and like riding this like spin bike we have, and I like cut back on drinking, cut back on like all like caffeine. Like I haven't had like coffee in like a month, so I was doing all this like crazy shit, and like I'm thinking like I'm gonna like just get jacked, get into shape, get my heart going. And like I watch like Lord of the Rings while I'm like spinning on the like getting my demons out basically. It's like that's about it. Like I'm kind of like stoked on it because it's just like I just gotta like I got all this like crazy pent up energy that I'm just gonna ride like insanely fast in this like in one place.
It's been so hard to like get any type of exercise in. With like,
dude,
just
with kids?
Between work and kids, it's impossible.
Yeah, it's insane. And then I'm like, I keep thinking like I'm gonna die and leave my kids without a dad or something. I'm like, I feel so guilty. So I'm like, I gotta wake up early, watch Lord of the Rings, and like,
it's 2 for 1.
Fight my battles here.
Yeah, I'm like, help me help you become a better person.
Yeah. Well, and then like my kid, my 5-year-old, he's riding a bike, like a 2-wheeler now.
Nice.
And, like I taught him last year in February, and he was like super scared of doing it. And I was like, come on, man, like you can do it without the training wheels. And then like it was like we took like 9 months off, and then the other day he was like trying it out on the grass. So I was like, let's just go do it, man, And like now he's like cruising along everywhere, and like
Sweet.
it's
run by him, Rocky style.
Yeah, no, it's awesome, man. Like and then my 3-year-old, he's like pushing on the bike with no pedals that you just balance on, and he's getting like way better. I'm like thinking when the 5-year-old's at school, I'm gonna train him on the other bike, and then like one day just surprise the 5-year-old, like look who can ride with no training wheels, like
the race starts now.
Yeah, but it's awesome, man. We've been like taking him out for like an hour a day, or I've been taking him out for like an hour just riding bikes.
Yeah, see that's the hard part too, is with the weather.
Yeah, right. But like having that like ability to be like, you can ride this shit anywhere. Like let's go to Target and buy some fucking candy, dude. And they're like, yeah, and you're like kind of opening up their world like exponentially, and you're like, you can do whatever the fuck you want on this bike.
You got a vehicle.
Well, it seems like too, like I feel like kids. I was talking to this guy that like at the Sacramento Bike Kitchen. Like it feels like kids have kind of lost like that's like riding a bike is just not a thing for kids now either. It's like scooters. Like both of our kids have bikes, and granted they're like kind of janky bikes, but like they'd rather ride their scooters.
He was really into scooters, and I was like, come on, man. Because I got him this cool bike at REI, and it's like,
dang,
it's solid, man. It came with some stickers that you could put on it, and like I want the same bike in adult size. They probably have it, but like
Dude Stew stickers.
Oh no, but
we got these buttons here, man. Take a fucking handful.
Dude.
Yeah,
Fox, you're missing out, man. We got jeez, he's not even there.
Really missing out.
Yeah.
I'm missing out on the swag.
Yeah, dude, we got
it into the
swag
dough.
now. Those are tight. Start leaving them at the office. You making top ramen
What's that?
in prison?
Yeah, I don't know. Like when I was a kid, all I had was a cool bike.
I rode my bike everywhere in Lodi.
Yeah, like I didn't get to ride it. Like I lived in the country, so I had to like take it like a mountain bike over like the whatever irrigation canal to like Lodi. But like I don't know. It's like I think it's kind of one of those things like you gotta like.
It's a rite of passage.
Yeah.
It's like your first taste of freedom.
Dude, like
Especially
wiping out on your bike?
Yeah, wiping out and like getting up with all your buddies and like,
yeah.
like, okay, we're gonna ride here today. And
Yeah, no, my son ate shit the other day. Like he was trying to do all this like wild like steering, and he has like a fucking scab on his arm. It was like his first fucking scab. I'm like,
Good.
Don't pick it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, that's what it's like, dude.
badge of honor.
Yeah.
You're gonna
I was
be
like,
tempted to eat it.
Show it off to all your friends that play video games. Don't have a fucking scab.
We used to ride to like where they're building new homes. That was the best.
Yeah.
Because they'd always leave like the nails behind and like, sometimes tools. They're like, this is fucking awesome.
You know what we used to do when we were like in high school? I don't even know like how this like. So we were like hanging out in like some subdivision that was being built, and they had like piles of rocks, like gravel. And my friend's like, you know what we used to do with these? And he'd like run up the pile of gravel and like tumble down it.
Oh yeah.
And we're like, oh, that's cool. And like, so like every day we like drive our cars to the same place, tumble over the gravel. And like, then that shit progressed to like where like these kids were like showing up, like doing flips off the top of the gravel. And like, it got to the point where we're like, just like this gravel would like flatten out and like the security guard like chase us off. And we're like, it was like, what, we're like a gang of like gravel like flatteners or something. We're like, shit, here they come. There'd be like 20 kids jumping off the gravel, and it was like we invented our own like little extreme sport or something.
Pretty Lodi.
Yeah, it was,
munching on grape nuts.
That was the gang name.
Grape nuts. I remember growing
grape nuts.
Oh! Like I remember growing up, they had the when they built that Wells Fargo on was it Ham and Tokay right there because I grew up on Tokay.
Yeah.
That was like a major construction zone, so we'd always go there and like fuck around with that place and like same thing with the nails and shit. Or like I heard, I don't know if this is true or not, but like any construction site is considered government property.
what?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I feel like that's like the police all just care about protecting property anyways. So I don't know. We used to take our cars. I was 16, like it was like super rainy, and I just take my truck out to like where they flattened out the like right before they put the foundation down, and just like drive around on there and spin out in the mud. It was like amazing. Like, super fun. And like you're not gonna run into anything. It's like miles of homes being built.
You're just gonna really fucking piss somebody off.
No, totally. Like, I had no regard for anyone when I was like 16. So it was like I got a car. My parents gave it to me. I can do whatever the fuck I want.
My buddy,
the good old days,
just got his car. He had this old Ford Taurus. He's like, I want to peel out.
Who was it?
Kyle Hardwick.
Oh,
and so we're like in my neighborhood. He's like, I'm gonna peel out. I'm like, all right, go for it. He's like, how do I do it? I'm like, just lay on the gas. It's a fucking Ford Taurus.
Yeah.
So just and so he doesn't peel out. I'm like, hold on, I got an idea. I'm like, put it in neutral. I'm like, and just stomp on the gas and then shift it into drive. He's like, oh, okay.
Oh no.
Yeah. We just fishtail. And that was right by James Gerard's house, actually.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Fox. I think some of the funnest times were driving with Fox though.
Yeah.
Oh my
And
Doing
God,
doing the 180.
Were you with me when I did the 180 at youth group?
I was just gonna say that we did the 180 in Jason's Mustang, like at a 4-way stop. He gunned it and spun, and like perfectly parallel parked. Like, granted, there was like a big gap in between two cars, but he's still like perfectly parked.
This could be its own episode.
Everybody was like, "Holy shit!" And even like the kids that were like out front of, because we would just go to youth group to fuck around or like or do shit like that, and all of a sudden it was like everybody was like, "Whoa!"
It's like when you like, put on your sunglasses and you get out of the car. Like,
Yeah, it was a pretty awesome.
I was like a glove.
Yeah. I remember going 100 in the Fox Den, the Astro van, and the whole
that
thing
was
just
scary.
shaking,
God, dude,
shaking uncontrollably.
when we were like in like 6th grade, like Fox's brother like drove us from Cal Skate to their house, like which was like it's like a half a
maybe a mile.
Yeah, like just straight down Turner, and it was like loaded this van up with like 6th graders.
Yeah,
and like Jason's like, you guys ready to rock? And like fucking took us like all over like that part of Lodi, and then we go down like Ham, and then he just makes like a turn right onto the railroad tracks, and we're driving like over that, and there's like people's backyards with no fence or like right. So he just cuts across someone's lawn.
Holy shit!
And we're like, our minds are like blown. We're like, what the fuck? Like it was insane, dude. It was like I was like, I can't believe we survived.
It's the worst thing you can say before you start driving.
You guys
ready to rock?
Yeah.
You boys like Mexico?
Fox, remember when you picked up it was your uncle's truck that you bought off of him? It's when we went to go visit you in L.A.
Oh, yeah.
And
Is that the uncle I got in a fight with?
No.
And it was a stick shift.
Oh, I think you know this one.
I'll never forget his uncle asking Matt after we traveled all the way there from San Luis Obispo.
Can you drive stick?
Yeah, can you drive stick? Matt's like, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And so we're going through the city and it's fine. And we get on the freeway and you stall it as soon as we enter traffic.
That's one thing I was thinking the other day. I was driving through the intersection. Someone kind of it looked like they stalled a little bit. I don't know the last time I've seen somebody do that.
Yeah, no, I couldn't even tell you.
Oh, I just farted.
And there was another time we were stuck in bumper to bumper on 101. I think it was by Ventura. And Matt, I don't know. He's probably just jacked up on caffeine. Just spiked his hair up and went and just started flooring it. Bumper to bumper, just weaving in and out for no reason. And it's not like we got anywhere.
Yeah.
It was fucking terrifying.
I don't know, man. I always thought faking a breakdown was a pretty good one. If there was a hot chick that you saw, or you recognized from high school, was it like they were in front of you at a stoplight or whatever?
Just start pumping the brake and
just
gas
and make it so they couldn't pass you, and just be like, I don't know what's going on here. Sucks.
I'll pop the hood.
Yeah. Do you remember?
Put the hazards on.
Do you remember we had 2 Christmas trees on top of Rusty's Subaru, and we drive around with them, but we had ropes, but we were just holding onto the ropes, and he would take a sharp turn, and we'd let go of them, and then they would all fall off, and then we would get out in the middle of the intersection and be like, "Oh man, what do we do?" Totally block off an intersection. That was fun times.
Dude, that's the best part of when we went to high school, gas was $1 a gallon.
Yeah.
And you just mom would give you $20 and you couldn't spend it all.
Yeah.
One time my friend and I drove on 99 where it's 2 lanes.
Oh yeah.
Just went 25 miles an hour and just backed the fucking highway up. It was we're what the fuck were we thinking?
Oh man. Yeah. The good old days.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Do you guys think George W. Bush ever did any weird, crazy party shit like that?
So I was reading.
Wasn't Hunter S. Thompson find out when he found out he was running for president? And he was like, "That idiot."
Well, I don't want to bring politics into it, Fox.
I know Hunter S. Thompson ran for sheriff
Sheriff,
or whatever, and his opponent he shaved his head so he could call his opponent a long hair,
a long haired hippie. Yeah. I have that. It's obviously a replica, but the Hunter or Thompson for sheriff with
nice.
the fist with the peyote thing in it.
That's cool.
Yeah. I have a Hunter S. Thompson tattoo.
Oh, right on.
Yeah.
Man.
No, that guy was. Have you seen Gonzo?
Yeah. Fuck yeah,
dude.
Yeah, that guy's amazing.
The book was. I have the book too. The book was fucking great. But yeah, he rules. Gonzo is great. So, have you seen Where the Buffaloes Roam?
Yeah,
with Bill Murray.
That one's super
really
good.
good.
Yeah, I thought that was actually better than Fear and Loathing.
Yeah. I felt Fear and Loathing's very kind of gimmicky for it's a good movie and everything, but it's also the the posters sold at every college bookstore, type of thing.
Yeah.
It wasn't though. I think his best book that I read. I only read the essentials, but Fear and Loathing on the Campaign Trail.
Yeah,
that one is.
I was
just
going to say
shit.
that. Yeah, that's I don't think I've even read Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, but I read Fear and Loathing on the Campaign Trail.
They made it pretty much. It's like The Outsiders. They made it almost identical to the movie.
Okay, yeah.
So you're just kind of I know it's going to happen, but
right.
Yeah, it's still. I feel like Fear and Loathing. Fox, what are you making? Are you making bread?
He is kneading the dough.
Oh,
I am making bread.
It's like those TikTok videos where you have to do something and then you comment on your political agenda.
Yeah. Look, I'm not saying Biden's good.
But let's go, Brandon.
Let's fucking go, Brandon. LFG. Actually, I saw a Tesla with a "Let's Go Brandon" license plate frame around it. That was kind of interesting. But yeah, no, Fear and Loathing, the campaign trail is great. It's a thick read, but it's just like it's so good. It's awesome.
He wrote like this one, like Fear and Loathing in Elko or something. Like it's about like driving through Nevada.
There's
like,
a whole bunch of like
Well, like when we used to go drive to Wyoming, we like stopped in Elko, and it's like a fucked up place. It's,
oh really?
Well, I mean, just completely, just kind of weird. Like it felt like that Gary Busey scene in the movie where you're like, everything feels uncomfortable and weird. I mean, like pulled over by a cop.
Alone out
he
here.
was the cop in that one.
Yeah,
huh?
and it's like you're just kind of like you're on your best behavior, even though it's like a weird city that has gambling and like miners and shit. But I read it. And
Miners or miners?
Like coal miners.
Oh, okay.
Fucking kids.
like our son was like 3.
Minor.
And like we saddled up to
Like
the bar.
16-year-old
at the bar,
coal miner.
like,
Oh really?
yeah, and they were like, "That's cool." I was like,
Yeah.
"All right." Like
We were like somewhere in like Kentucky. One time we drove across country, me and a couple buddies, and we stopped at a bar that was like connected to our hotel, and you could buy like beer. They had like 20 packs to go, so we each got one. And I just remember like they checked our ID, and we all had like I had a California license, and she was like, "You boys are a long way from home." I was like, "Oh fuck, let's get out of here."
Yeah.
And then my buddy Scott walked out, and there was like crazy like homophobic shit written all over the bathrooms and stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
Whatever.
like I definitely like driving through America, but I'm also like some of these places are like fucking crazy.
Yeah,
and it's like, you gotta shut your mouth.
We're driving up to Oregon next month, and I'm pretty pumped on it. And then we're gonna fly back, but it's gonna be I don't know. My kids don't do well like in a car for longer than a half hour, so it's probably gonna be pretty fucked up. But what else? Oh yeah, George. We're talking about George Bush being the best party president ever. I really couldn't think of anybody else I'd want to party with.
So I looked up that on Google. I was like, who are the best? What I don't know what my search term was, but it was like which presidents partied hardy or something like some stupid thing.
Yeah.
And I got this like article about like all they ranked like it was written like 2016, so it was like 43 presidents or something. Like which ones like and their party habits. So I printed off like the top 5.
Poppers and weird sex.
Well, they like no modern president. The most modern president was John F. Kennedy in the top 5.
Yeah,
I was gonna say JFK had to be.
But he was just like a weird, probably a fucking rapist.
Yeah, like a philanderer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like George
Wasn't LBJ kind of a
Youngest on the list.
party man?
No, I mean
Next to
So he
Obama,
can hang.
right?
I don't.
Like,
I mean, I
he had a
wouldn't.
bad back.
Obama?
No, Kennedy had a really bad. Oh, so Kennedy was
Yeah.
probably all fucked up on pills.
Yeah, I don't
and
know.
probably speed.
Oh, so he's that guy.
Yeah.
No,
I mean,
it'd
it
be
was
terrible.
weird how they listed it because like they are like George Washington had this like crazy fucking party where like he had like like 40. He invited like 45 people or something, and there
It's
was
crazy
like
because we just had 45 presidents.
let's fucking go.
Yeah, but like partying back then was nothing. Like
I just think
they had like dirt in their beer and shit.
Yeah, I think it was like they just drank whatever they fucking wanted,
Yeah.
and like you didn't know what they're drinking.
Wasn't that some meme that's always floating around from like it's one of the president's bar tabs and it was like only like 20 of them, but it was like 50 beers and 10 bottles of whiskey.
Yeah, no, that's George Washington,
That's
right?
what-
Yeah, right. But yeah, I also I think it's like when did people start caring about like the president's morality? Like, did it fucking matter? Like, like you survived, you overthrew the king
It's probably more
of
relevant
England.
back then because he related with.
Yeah, but like it
The
seems
Common
like
man.
like I read something like Jimmy Carter was like campaigned against the 3 martini lunch or something. So like that was what like almost 50 years ago or something. And it's
Carter was
like-
probably late 70s.
yeah.
'Cause then
So
it was
like who?
Reagan.
It's kind of like before then. It was like Nixon drank like in his bunker or whatever,
yeah.
like by himself, like a shit ton. I think it was just like you didn't
It's
know.
like the shittiest job you could ever have.
Yeah,
Next to like putting out like a fucking oil fire in the middle of the ocean or something.
yeah,
like
but
that.
I mean, but once like those like evangelicals got involved in like politics and everything, like I don't think people cared so much about like
That's what I was just
some
gonna
dude doing a bunch of drugs or like you know, or if they even knew, or it's like we just want a guy that governs correctly.
Yeah, flip it. Are there any presidents that were straight? Like,
Oh, a straight edge president?
yeah,
Like Jimmy Carter, man. Like,
Oh, really?
I
No,
don't
he
know.
smoked weed.
Really? You
He
think?
had to smoke weed.
I don't know, man. I think he hung out with people that smoked weed. He was just like, I'm gonna.
Yeah, he hung out with Willie Nelson,
it
didn't
wasn't
he?
weed. It was just CBD.
That's true. Some dad grass.
Wasn't Andrew Jackson like pretty? Like he was crazy, but I don't think he drank.
Well, according to this list, he's like number 2. He was ranked number 2 in this.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So the article is called like all 43 presidents ranked by how hard they partied. But it's from the reputable news source Thrillist.
Oh.
Like, I mean, but they like I guess so. It was more like it was weird because it's like they didn't. It was more like he got into a lot of fights. Like it wasn't like
Yeah.
he was like
That's
drinking
tight.
a lot.
That's
Yeah,
tight.
which is fine. You know, like
He would jump wagons like to show off.
Jump a wagon?
Yeah, he would jump over a wagon to show off.
Like a wagon's coming towards him and he would jump over it? Like somebody would jump over
No, like stationary.
Oh.
Jumping straight up legs. Like,
I feel like something Steve-O would do where he like runs and jumps over a car. It's
the
like,
wagon.
yeah. My name's Andrew Jackson.
This is Andrew Jackson, and this is the wagon plan.
well, here's a quote. It said Andrew Jackson was the most roaring, rollicking, game-cocking, horse racing, card playing, mischievous fellow that ever lived in Salisbury.
It's most Andrews.
Fool sounds
It
sick.
sounds like he just did a bunch of crazy shit.
Yeah, it's not like he just-
Yeah, I think he was. I don't think he drank though.
Like,
I don't think he got drunk,
You didn't need to.
but I could be wrong.
It's high on life.
yeah.
Well, it says he
I could see Taft being pretty awesome.
No, that fool got stuck
That guy
in a
was-
bathtub, wasn't he? He was like he was the fattest, president.
Yeah. Why do you think he got so fat?
Probably partying.
drank his.
Oh yeah, I guess but it would be like gross. He'd be like, another round of like turkeys, and he'd probably like, having like he'd be like eating gross shit, and then like some like underage girl like blowing him.
Yeah.
You're gonna eat that? It's like Jabba the Hutt.
Yeah, that's what I imagine. Like just some glutton.
Great.
I mean, like, I feel it's like the way this article ranks people is like different than what we perceive George Bush. Like, we were talking like he'd be like a fun dude that
Yeah.
doesn't give a shit. Yeah, right.
all politics aside,
Right.
yeah, he would be.
Oh no, that guy's
If
a
he wasn't
fucking
a
war
rage-
criminal. But like outside of that, like
He's like, yeah, I had to do it.
remember, I remember when he was like running against Kerry. They're like, he's the guy you'd most likely have a beer with. And
Yeah.
they're like, fuck yeah. And then Obama has a beer with like that other dude, and they're like, fuck that guy. You know,
Yeah.
like I mean, but yeah, like exactly the point. Like, politics aside, which is like completely hard to put aside,
Yeah.
it'd still be like, yeah, like we're just gonna fuck around for a day. Like,
I mean,
I'd probably choose him too.
I feel like with Bush, that dude was put like he was kind of like I don't know. I mean, this is I don't know. Not bringing like politics, but like I feel like he was just like was it like the face, but then like Dick Cheney was like really running the show.
yeah,
Like there's always like that topic. Like
and his dad.
yeah, his dad was probably doing it and like shit like that. So he was just kind of like
no, I think it's like
You do a pretty good impersonation.
yeah.
hey, I mean,
I think it's like the whole CEO
Come on, y'all.
mentality where it's like it doesn't you don't do anything. You know,
Yeah.
you're just
You're
the
just the
guy.
face.
Yeah, like just show up and say yes, no.
Yeah.
because I told you to.
yeah.
And but then yeah,
We'll never forget again.
Smoke him out. We're gonna smoke him.
right.
smoke him out.
Is that Casey Kasem in the background?
It's it sounds like a cross between like a Texas accent and like a New Jersey accent.
Fool me once,
Yeah.
not gonna do it again.
Fool me once. You can't get fooled again.
I'm the big decider.
But I mean, like he was like he had like a coke habit and shit. So of course he's
Oh, yeah, he
probably
got
a
busted
fun
for
dude.
coke.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Right.
He paints.
yeah.
So now you know he just like gets
Have you
black-
seen that shit?
Yeah.
that's
I tried
some
to buy
shitty painting.
I tried to buy one.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I didn't try to buy one. I wanted to see how much they were, and a lot of them just didn't have prices on them.
Yeah, well, no, I saw that. That's fucking offensive though. Like he's like
Mm-hmm.
portraits of courage. It's like you sent all those fucking people there, dude. Like,
Or
I was high.
Yeah, he's like, I was fucking high the whole time.
I don't remember
I was high.
any of those years.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, I wouldn't. Politics aside, like,
I
I
went
still
to the
don't.
White House.
I mean, politics, even politics in front, I don't know if I drink with any president. You know, if you're like, hey, we're just going to, like, talk politics all day. Like,
I totally hang out with, like, I don't think Clinton would be fun to hang out with because he's, like, so old and, like, fucked up now. And he's got so many, you're like, bro, you were on Epstein's plane, like, 49 times.
Yeah. Well, and that whole shit about, like, what is, like, he got out of, like, it's like, you just, like, twisted a bunch of words and, like, don't
What
get in
is
trouble. Like,
sex?
you fucking dickhead.
Yeah, I think Obama would be like kind of cool to hang out with, but he'd probably just be like really square too.
I feel like he'd be the dude that like rolls the joint and then like tells you a bunch of shit, and you're like, "Can we just light that thing up, man?"
While he's rolling the joint.
We get it.
Right? It's not a microphone.
Do you guys?
You gonna smoke that?
Charles Mingus? Like, no, dude. I
This
don't listen
month's
to-
playlist.
Yeah,
No.
yeah. No, I don't think he'd be that cool to hang. He'd probably be like pretty cool to hang out with, but it wouldn't be like you'd be partying with
He would,
him.
Yeah,
He'd be
he-
cool to like go play basketball with.
yeah.
Like almost like the youth
Horse.
pastor thing, where it's like they try and get you on their level, and
Yeah.
then they're like, "Now let's take this over to fixing something."
Man, you work
know?
for a nonprofit? That is so courageous.
Like, you ever
Let
seen
me
that?
tell you what it's like.
You ever see the video where he like shoots a 3-pointer? And like he's like in some gym. And,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
shoots a 3 and just walks out.
Yeah, I think he said, "Let's go."
This guy's fucking way cooler.
Let's
than
go.
me.
What is that? Yeah, like he had like lunch with Bourdain.
Yeah, right. Like he'd fucking. I mean, like I just don't think we'd be on the same level, and I'd be like,
Didn't he?
I'd be jealous and intimidated.
He was on Two Ferns.
Yeah,
Was he?
That's right.
Oh,
he was.
yeah.
Didn't he?
Yeah.
No, he didn't induct. I was going to say, I thought he inducted Jay-Z into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
They
but he
were
didn't.
just. I heard some podcasts recently where they're talking about Obama in Two Ferns, and they were like.
Was it dudes too?
Yeah, I think it was Comedy Bang Bang.
That's still that show's
Yeah,
still going on.
It's like 15 years. or
Fuck,
something, yeah.
dude, that was like one of the first.
But like his speechwriter was like, they had a joke that he they were like, I don't know if we should do this, and then like, well, you guys wrote it, and we don't want to say no to it, so just do it. And then like Zach Galifianakis was like I don't know if I should do this, and then he's like, no, they're expecting it. Like,
Yeah.
you have to do it now.
Oh wow.
So it was like he like pushed a bad joke almost, like, which I was like, that's really commendable.
Yeah, didn't he? He kind of like had like an all-star cast, like making like doing his speeches for those like correspondence dinners and
Yeah.
stuff, right? That's where he like drops the mic.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I mean,
He'd be cool to hang out with, I guess.
Yeah, he'd be cool. I just again like probably out of my league.
Yeah, I mean, I think I would
The
have,
one
like,
president that's out of my league is Obama. The rest I can hang out with.
Trump. Could you kick it with Trump?
I mean, I just don't. I feel like Trump would like hang out with, like your grandma or something, where you're like
I don't know,
like,
man.
how's
I
it
feel
going?
like that guy would be like
He'd be really
Trump doesn't drink, so
yeah, he doesn't. His
No,
brother
thank you.
was an alcoholic.
his brother was.
Yeah, like his brother, like that Mary Trump's dad or whatever. The lady that wrote the book about him that he tried to
yeah,
sue.
Mary Trump, fuck.
Like so
Trump fuck?
Mary Trump, fuck, kill.
severe alcoholism.
Mary Trump. Fuck.
He had, like severe alcoholism, and then he's like, I don't know, he like looks down on that sort of thing.
Oh,
I guess.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
According to that book,
I
read
feel
that
like
book,
if that guy was to get drunk, though, like either he would throw everybody under the bus, or he's just gonna start like fucking everything. Too.
He's drunk on the smell of his own farts. I feel
Yeah.
like he's like that type
Yeah.
of dude. He's like this. I'm so great.
been there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think. I think really-
John Tyler would rock.
Who?
John Tyler.
John Tyler.
Who's the dude that
John
only
Tyler.
lived like 9 days in office?
Hulk.
Fuck.
So that was
Polk.
no, that was William Henry Harrison,
Was it? I thought,
and it was 9 months of presidency.
yeah, didn't he get
I think.
stabbed or some shit like that? And he died.
No, he died of pneumonia, like stress from the campaign.
I did.
And then
Good.
John Tyler took over. He was his vice president, and apparently got the news that he was vice president over a game of marbles.
Marbles. Jesus Christ! What a fucking terrible time to live. No, I did a report on him because he only was president for 9 days and it was the shortest span.
That's awesome. Yeah.
I was like, oh, that guy's short. That'd be
Report's
short.
done.
Like,
And then he died.
Yeah, then he died. Yeah, I can't think. I mean, maybe Roosevelt?
Which one?
Teddy Roosevelt.
Teddy Roosevelt?
Which one?
He seems like he'd be good at
Teddy
drinking.
Roosevelt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'd be like, come on
let's,
over here.
Let's drink and then we'll wrestle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go hard.
He was shot during a campaign and kept going, kept doing his speech and said that it'll take more than that to kill me.
Yeah.
Fox knows a shitload about
He
presidents.
does.
I forgot.
Yeah. He used to have this like presidential campaign deck
So-
about all these facts in his car.
What was the presidential party that you threw?
Because he was old enough.
He was
That was my
35.
35th.
He turned
Oh,
35.
he turned 35.
Yeah, so he could run for president.
So 15 years ago.
This was like maybe in my top 5 of favorite parties. Because like it was like we were all seated at this table and like Fox had all this shit prepared that no one knew about, and he kept like he had it like programmed like Bluetooth songs and shit on his phone, and he kept like leaving the house to walk around to the back door, and like you like could tell where he was because it would cut out like from like the farthest point from the speaker, and then he'd like come back in, and like he was like probably the drunkest of everyone.
Yeah,
but he
of
like
course.
had a different costume. He had like a different costume on each time he came in, and then like at one point he's like,
Yeah, I think I was like 4 different running for 4 different people.
there was like I'm drawing a blank, but there's like a prop or something that was like so fucking cumbersome and big you'd like carry it up the stairs.
It was the wheelchair.
Like he played like 10 different characters. It was brilliant. Like it was probably like it was like what time I was like I deeply respect Matt like for like all the preparation he put into this.
A destination birthday
Yeah.
party.
Like
Some method acting on your own birthday.
no, it was amazing. And then like the best part was like we all got like a warning before like because it was like 2016, right? Like and it was like because your birthday's in November, so it was like right after Trump was president.
November 18th, right?
Yeah, so it was
Mickey
like
Mouse's birthday.
you cannot talk about politics, and then Matt's doing like this whole like presidential like impersonation of like every single president. Like it was brilliant. Like I'm like, dude, I don't even think he could recreate it if we asked him to. Like it was amazing. Yeah, it was like Matt's one man show.
He was in his element.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I blacked out like multiple times that night.
Like I think at one point you were like you also like dressed like that guy from Foxy Shazam. You had like a little thin mustache.
Like, he did the whole.
coat.
I think he reenacted the whole video. The music video.
I think I did. And then
What was it?
isn't
Like you know that guy
Downtown by
what's that guy?
Macklemore?
Eric.
Not
His name's like
Macklemore.
Eric Nally, and he's like, he's the singer from Foxy Shazam, and he's got like a thin mustache and like.
But it's the dude from the Macklemore.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
like Halloween one year. You were there.
Yes.
Yeah, that was one of the best fucking Halloween costumes I've ever seen in my life. Yeah.
Yeah, it's that, and then isn't that where Deegan came out? Jen was calling him Deegan.
Oh, that's right.
From,
He was like from The Walking Dead.
The
Yeah.
Walking Dead.
Dude, that party was wild, man. Like
Where was this?
this was they had it in Bodega Bay at his uncle's house.
Bodega Bay.
Oh,
But
okay.
like it just like it was kind of like one of those things where I was like, whatever, I don't know what this is gonna be like. And then it just like Matt had done so much prep work. Like it was great. Like it was honestly like a one man show. And like we just sat there and he performed for like 3 hours. It was kind of like he likes to get drunk and act silly, and like we're all just gonna let him because he's 35 now or something.
And we're all far away from home, so people have to sit in
Right.
Yeah, you can't go anywhere.
We're trapped on like there's only 2 directions to drive.
Yeah.
Like,
He held you hostage.
right.
It's either here or the spa.
You choose.
The jacuzzi.
Yes.
Yeah. And then
It's
like,
either here Or the White House?
Yeah, I think I was like characters throughout the night, like playing Beirut and other yeah.
Yeah.
Like I remember at one point,
or you want to play with Foxy Shazam? Foxy Shazam.
well, like, he was like he had like a yellow notepad of like notes, and he was like reading a speech. And then at one point, you like recognize one of the quotes as like being from like a presidential thing, and it was like the whole thing was like just compiled of all the presidents. Like every president's favorite quote.
A greatest hits?
Yeah, it was just, and you were like, oh.
It seriously was like a greatest hits of all the like one-liners. Like, it is not fear, but you like rise and stand. And
well, yeah, that's how you ran against yourself, but as two different characters, and we had a vote. It was the presidential vote.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, that's right. I remember that.
I forget who won. Was it Foxy?
no, I don't even think I won.
I remember like there was like we were trying to like
It was like right in.
I don't
write in.
I remember we're like if we vote for this guy, like everyone else will vote for this one. We were trying to like triangulate the votes somehow. Yeah. But I don't know what the consequence was, like, or why there was like a game, like why we needed to vote for one thing over the other.
It's voter fraud.
Yeah. It was great though. It was kind of like a murder mystery, one of those like murder mystery like plays, and like Matt acting silly. I'm like, yeah, I don't know. Like I have like a fond memory of that party, and like just kind of be like, I can't believe this.
Yeah, I'd love to see some footage from that.
Yeah, I'll see if there's any.
Yeah, probably not.
I definitely wasn't taking footage.
You're too busy.
No,
you got a lot going on.
I should have talked to my wife about it beforehand, because she probably remembers stuff too. 'Cause she was there.
I definitely slept in the next day.
Was that your breath?
Yeah, there's no.
That sounded like crickets.
No, there was actually
No, that crickets. I heard that, but like your exhale sounded like a purr.
like the ocean.
Right. It's subtle sounds of Bodega Bay.
It's high tide.
Oh, yeah.
I just realized I'm wearing the sweatshirt of the beer I'm drinking. Is that like
It's like going to
Oh, you're that guy.
You got a sponsor.
the shirt of the band you're seeing?
yeah. I feel like that's more acceptable nowadays, though.
At Mastodon, it's like a requirement.
Yeah.
I think about that movie with Jeremy Piven, where he's like,
Yeah.
Entourage?
PCU.
PCU, where he's like, you're not going to wear the shirt of the band you're seeing. And like at every Mastodon show, there's like 20 dudes wearing Mastodon shirts.
So I told you about the.
That's what's his name too, which is crazy.
Yeah, that's cool, man. I'm going to be his best friend.
Yeah. I haven't seen him, but it looked like it was a very expensive denim jacket. It looked like a fan club type thing.
Dude, I like those like heavy metal battle vests people make. You know,
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, I don't have the courage to do my own, because I'm like, I don't know what to put on there, but I'm like, I admire it.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I think that's kind of it. We can save the whole if Dude Stu committed a crime for next episode, I think.
Let it stew.
Blood stew?
Let it stew.
Oh, let it
Blood
stew.
stew.
Blood stew. Ew.
Blood stew.
Yeah.
Halloween episode.
We do have merch up. Well, not up anywhere, but like,
Yeah.
has anybody called into the hotline?
No one fucking called in. Dude, I was talking to my sister-in-law, and she's like, I don't listen to your podcast.
She said she makes fun of the Instagram.
Yeah, but she doesn't listen to the podcast.
Oh, well, come on.
Yeah.
Cheap
But if
fools.
people call in, I'll send them toll free or whatever.
Yeah,
Postage
dude.
for all. I'll put the stamp on it and everything. I sent 2 to David in Ohio.
Let's do this. If you comment and like the video or comment on the Instagram or the YouTube, we'll send you a thing.
Yeah.
I don't know how that's going to work.
I mean, we somehow have to
You
get their
can't-
address.
Yeah, you can't
but-
see your comments. You can't. Yeah, it's weird. I don't know.
That's why I was like,
YouTube's weird.
if you just like send me your call in.
Yeah.
But Instagram will probably get us more
Let's do this.
algorithm
if you send a
shit.
self-addressed
Yeah. Just stamped envelope to the White House. They'll do that. If you, well, that's kind of weird too, because if you send me your address on Instagram, I'll send you a.
No, I mean, like,
pic.
if they
dick pic.
call the address in but they like it on something else, then we get the social media pump, and then they get the privacy of their address not being shared, and then they get a free button.
All right, so
Free badge.
Matt
I
will
just-
send you a free, fresh.
oh shit! What if we did that, Fox? What if we did that? You sent baked goods to people that liked or whatever we come up with, whatever Josh.
I got
I'll
it.
put you in charge of that, Josh.
Loaves for likes.
Loaves for likes.
For likes.
Loads for life.
And then baked into it.
I will do my best. There we go.
Yeah, I got the loaf. And
There we go.
button had. I had gotten the loaf, but the button had corroded, and the whole loaf was ruined. So
Well, here's another reason we should do it. Because, like, every day, my, 18-month daughter comes in this room and fucks with these buttons and throws them all over the place. And if you don't collect them, she's going to choke on one. So, you might save my kid's life by
Or
calling in.
just unhook them so they're all the needles pointing out, and as soon as she grabs them, they just poke her.
She loves them. Like, that's like her favorite toy. Is
I'm gonna
messing
take a
with these.
couple.
Yeah, no, Drew, you should take some
Dude, these
too.
are going
absolutely.
on my daughter's backpacks.
Yeah, no, I put one on
are
mine
my
at work,
daughter's skin.
and I like walk around like, hey, you heard of
Should we
this?
copy the
These are going in my ear.
National Lampoon cover and be
Oh,
like,
yeah. If you don't
call
buy
this
this,
number or this child will choke?
if you don't buy this,
Yeah.
if you don't buy this issue, this dog gets shot.
This one's going to
Yeah.
Steve's belly button.
Oh,
This reminds me of the time I was at a concert and I had a bunch of buttons on my backpack, but they all came loose, and so the needle was sticking out,
oh.
and I was like kind of like moshing around, and some
Yeah.
guy's like, "Oh yeah, ow!" And he just looks at me, he's like, "Fuck!" and he's pointing at my back. I'm like, "What?" Oh,
Be a
my
bitch.
bad.
Get in the pit.
Yeah, get out of here.
He should have killed me.
So, all right. Well, yeah, dude. Hopefully next episode we're all together. I have. I'm supposed to meet with the dude. Well, we'll talk about this offline. But the cooking episode, it's still in the works. Is that Toby?
Toby.
Tobias.
Toby the White.
Toby.
You can't say that.
That's like it's a Lord of the Rings reference.
It's funny because we've been talking about getting a dog recently.
I fucking love it, dude. I live in Lord of the Rings.
Never seen it.
Dude, it's amazing. I'm a fucking nerd for it.
So good.
I've told my wife I'm gonna squirrel away $20 a month to buy a Gandalf costume and just fucking chill like Gandalf. And she's like shaking her head, but
But then you have
what's she gonna do?
Yeah.
Divorce me?
Yeah.
You know?
Gandalf pipe.
What?
Get the Gandalf pipe.
Exactly, man. Like I'm like it's fucking cool. Like I don't know. I love it.
Never seen it.
Yeah.
I feel like there's. I don't know, man. Like
It sounds super nerdy, and it is super
it's
nerdy.
not that. It's just the time that goes into it. There's like what 5 of them.
I don't know. Just watch the three.
You can just watch Lord of the Rings for free.
Just watch the 3, and like if you like sword fighting, you like Brotherhood, and some.
You don't even need to watch the extended versions. You can just watch the
Yeah.
the theatrical
Dude, I don't
version.
even listen to like deluxe albums. There's no
I was
fucking way I'm watching an extended
just
version
do this.
of a movie.
Like, put yourself on like a stationary bike and watch 20 minutes at a time, and that's what I do in the morning.
So when I go to jujitsu on Monday, should I be like, guys, is it cool if I put on
Fellowship of the Rings.
Fellowship, whatever,
Fellowship.
Lord of the Potter?
Yeah. No, I mean that's the thing. I feel like everything's derivative of it. That it's a great film. I don't know.
Or you can do like I did, Steve, and watch it while you drive to LA.
Oh, pet peeve.
Yeah. Do you like it yet? Is
Hey,
it better than T2?
I learned that John Williams' son is the singer from the band Toto.
Really?
Yeah, like Africa.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
Rosanna.
yeah.
You know what I've realized? Every single episode we've ever done has singing in it.
I was waiting for
Yeah.
it.
When the rain comes down in Africa.
Yeah.
That's all I know.
I don't, yeah.
Fucking go!
Dun, 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 dun.
I don't know why when you said Toto, I thought of the Toadies. Make
saw
up
them.
your mind. I was, dude.
I saw them. They
Dude.
did like a tour recently, but like I saw them in like the first concert. I saw they opened the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Oh, really?
Name
Yeah.
another song. I can't.
I think Rubber Band. I actually tried to listen to that whole album not that long ago. It's really just Possum Kingdom.
Possum Kingdom. Yeah.
But dude, I was listening to Oasis today. Oasis fucking
They're
rules.
tight. That first album,
Dude,
that's
so good.
killer,
Yeah.
dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
Supersonic's probably my
Right.
favorite song.
Supersonic. That's not
No,
how it goes,
I
but-
feel like Oasis is in this weird time frame where they'll have like a revival in a couple years. When
Yeah.
the kids start figuring out who they are.
Yeah. Well, I totally got it because it was like the whole Beatles thing. Because you're like,
Yeah.
oh yeah.
My
It's
brother
the
saw
Beatles
him,
with like real amps.
my brother saw him with like the Black Crows.
I saw the Black Rose and Tom Petty.
Yeah, that'd be
Oh,
cool. That
that's
was
a
a
good one.
great concert.
That's a good one.
Brothers
Top 5.
fighting.
Top 5. Yeah.
Good brothers.
Yeah, like all we do is fight on tour.
Yeah. We just get super high and fight.
Get the Kinks in there or something.
I saw Tom Petty and I was gonna actually mention Fox. You can log off if you want. We're gonna talk about music for a second, but better. And after I thought about this, I realized the answer: better American band, Creedence Clearwater Revival or Tom Petty.
Tom Petty.
Oh, Creedence.
Allman Brothers.
Creedence, man.
Dude, no, it's not the Allman Brothers. That's stupid.
What?
I feel like
good one.
Creedence isn't marketed because I don't
They
know.
will be though, because he
Okay.
just got the rights back.
exactly right. Fogerty's
I'm a huge CCR fan.
Yeah,
But
same.
Fogerty kind of a fake. Why is he doing the whole Creole
Country. Yep, I have the same
he's
thing.
from fucking Santa
he's
Rosa.
from,
isn't he?
he's from
from
like
the Bay
El
Area.
Cerrito.
Yeah.
Tom Petty's.
Even better. That's what
Tom Petty
Yeah.
actually is from the South. He's from Florida.
Yeah, and he's an ugly ass
then
motherfucker.
when you think
and
about-
he makes it work.
Yeah.
Think about the
Love him.
production years of CCR is so much shorter than Tom Petty.
True.
So like if they churned it out the same length of time. You know,
Well, and there's just so much more where like I kind of like equate like we don't listen to we listen to music in my house, but it's for very short spurts because like then like people just start screaming at each other. It's like something stupid where it's like put on Jingle Bells. But if I was to be like
July.
just chilling around the house, it'll be like if I had to listen to two, Creedence is like perfect driving music, but Petty's like perfect everything else music.
yeah.
Like I'm chilling in my backyard, I'm barbecuing, I'm fucking whatever, hanging out, drinking beers. Like I'm doing something. Like I'm kicking with the boys. It's Petty, and it spans. Like you can go like Tom Petty, or you can go like Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers.
Dance to Tom Petty for the mother-son dance at my wedding.
Last Dance with Mary Jane. You don't know how it feels. Last Dance with Mary Jane. No, it was your. Hold on here.
Take your time.
Yeah, I love Jack and Diane.
Yeah,
Dude, when I went to Indiana, in the
Tommy
year
Cougar.
2000, Tommy Cougar Mill. Yeah, that's
Tom
like
Cougar.
all they fucking played was John Mellencamp in like Indiana. It was like
Dude, the Authority song rules. I
it's
remember like
he's a cool
I
artist,
remember
but like
Skank and Pickle had a cover of Authority song
Yeah,
or something
really?
like that. Yeah,
Skank.
it ruled. Shit. What were we talking about? The Father Son dance?
Yeah.
what song was it?
Wildflowers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We played that at my dad's funeral,
That's
and it was
James-
also
That's how versatile he is.
yeah, it was also Katie and her dad's daughter's Sundance.
Was it really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Neither did I. I was
I
blackout
used
drunk
to
at my own wedding.
Say this about the Cure.
Was I there?
Like they have a song
Oh,
for
fuck, I was
like
in it.
every emotion, and like
Do they though?
I think so. Yeah, the Cure's fucking the shit, man.
Are they though?
They are. I think they're probably my favorite band.
Really?
Yeah.
As we sit in a room full of Mastodon
Yeah,
posters.
exactly, dude. Yeah. It's fucking true, dude. Like,
Yeah.
The Cure's your
Couldn't
favorite
be
band.
different, more different.
Yeah. You know, I'm really into Harry Styles. He's probably my favorite artist.
they're legit, dude. Like,
Harry Styles rules.
I saw the
big
Cure
reggae guy.
one time, and it was like the fucking coolest concert I've ever seen. Like, they could jam for like 3 hours. They were.
I don't know. I just never got into like that genre.
Yeah, I don't know. They just
I
kill
remember
it, dude. Like,
in high school, Sarah Showalter.
3 times fast.
Sarah Showalter. She was listening to Depeche Mode. And I remember somebody was like, "What do you listen to?" And she said, "Depeche Mode." And then somebody else goes, "You mean Depression Mode?" And then we all just laughed at her. I was like, the nicest
Wasn't
person ever.
that the poster that was up in your brother's room?
and my brother?
Yeah,
My
that
brother's favorite band was like Depeche Mode, and like so like we grew up.
Yeah,
listening to
where,
all that kind of, like new wave stuff, and then I like.
Natalie Portman talked shit on it.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
Natalie Portman.
My brother went to college with Natalie Portman, and he had this picture of Dave Gahan from Depeche Mode, and he's like in like a crop top or something, like kicking like his hips out.
Oh, yeah,
it's
I've
like
seen that. Yeah, I know
it's
what
super gay looking, and then like she was there, and she's like, "What's up with the gay dude on the wall?" Or something.
Oh man,
yeah, I know.
That's not very Hollywood
progressive of her. Yeah.
Now that story makes way more sense. I thought it was about your brother, Fox. Like, what's your brother doing out there?
Oh man, Jason.
Nope, it was Josh's brother.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
I get it.
I love that like new wave, like I don't know, like
Joy
era.
Division.
Yeah,
I bought that. I have that Joy Division CD, but I don't know. It just.
You are.
Yeah,
Disintegration is the best album ever.
it is, dude. Like, we had this like work email going on. It's like, what's your favorite song? Like it was during COVID, so everyone's like trying to keep the morale up. And they're like, what's your favorite song? I was like, I don't know. I put Disintegration by The Cure. And like this dude's like, "Are you okay?"
Hey Josh, everyone's kind of been asking about you recently.
No, there's
and,
therapy online.
Like, everyone put like Casey and the
Talkspace?
Sunshine Band, and yeah,
You picked fucking.
Don't fear the Reaper.
God damn, I forgot what I was
I
going to say.
hurt
All the
myself
Tom
today.
Petty, yeah, Hurt. The Johnny Cash version of Hurt.
have you guys seen the movie, the Dewey Cox movie?
Yeah.
Yep.
That
Dewey, you don't want to smoke marijuana.
That's like
it
one of
makes
my
everything's.
That's one of those
taste better.
perfect movies we were talking. Like,
Will I get hooked? No.
Yeah, no,
Not
it doesn't.
addictive.
Yeah,
No.
it's not addictive. It makes music sound better.
Wait, doesn't The Cure cover Hurt as well?
not that I know.
No,
of.
you're thinking Johnny Cash.
Oh no, that was 9 Inch Nails.
Yeah, that's the
Fox, do you know
original
who
song.
wrote Nine Inch Nails?
Yeah.
Do you know
Jesus.
who wrote Hoot? Hoot?
Hoot.
Hootie and the Blowfish?
No, who wrote Hurt?
Hurt.
It wasn't Johnny Cash.
No, Trent Reznor.
Was.
It was it was Nine Inch Nails, man. Trent Reznor.
Oh.
That's a band I've tried to like get into, and I just kind of.
Dude, I loved them in like middle school. Like, oh, goodbye.
Good thing we got that thing. That thing's a piece of garbage. Don't talk
Yeah.
to me that.
No, man. Like middle school rolled around and Nine Inch Nails came out, and I was like I have my 7th grade school photo. I'm wearing a Nine Inch Nails shirt.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I fucking loved them.
They were so huge, but like,
Yeah.
I don't know, like, so like I've tried to listen to like Downward Spiral,
Yeah.
and just kind of was like, I don't know, it's not my thing.
I don't know, man. It hit at the right time for me. I don't know
Yeah.
why. Like, it was just like, this shit was crazy. Yeah, it's fucking great, dude. And Pretty Hate Machine.
I almost bought that at Target, but chickened out one time. Back
Yeah.
like when it was out,
That's-
like you
yeah,
could buy.
That's
Yeah,
perfect. That it has to hit at the right time.
It did, man.
It's like
I
you
don't
almost
know.
like you miss it. You know?
Yeah.
You
And
miss
now
the
I'm like,
window.
I think it's like why I like that kind of like progressive, like metal stuff too. It's like, I don't know, it just kind of like got me in the right zone. I was like, yeah.
Well, speaking of zones, I think we're in the right zone to maybe wrap. Dude, we gotta like, kind of tighten these episodes up. They are real goddamn long.
I don't even.
I mean, it's not a problem.
Yeah.
I just think like I don't think anybody's making it past like an hour. But no, they're still super fun. I got an actual like a really nice compliment today. A text from my old roommate that was like, "Dude, I love the show. It's fucking hilarious. I'm glad you guys. It looks like you guys are all having fun doing it." So
No, I got the
sent
same
it?
thing. Like my buddies from high school
Huh?
are like,
Who sent it?
your mom, dude. Oh, I told her to fuck off. Oh, that was it. Your daughter, your what is it? Your son and daughter dance.
Yeah.
Run around Sue. That's what it's gonna be. I keep away from a run around Sue.
I have that song liked. I might play it.
It's a great song. I
It's
love
an awesome song.
like the 50s music.
My
It's the
dad used to
shit.
play it.
Dude, it
You
rules.
used to play it with your buddy Ken.
Oh, no, fuck that guy.
Just kidding, Ken.
All right. Well,
All right.
let's wrap it up. Everyone's got to go to work tomorrow. Are your jeans?
all right,
Me?
Yeah.
No.
They're not? They're like
you guys look
perfectly
at the
creased.
same color. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Button fly?
Where do you shop?
Did you guys go shopping together?
I shop at Amazon. Are those button flies?
I don't know.
I got it at
I
Ross.
don't know.
They're Levi's. I don't.
No, are they button fly?
Oh yeah.
501s.
dude,
Right.
it's the only way. Button fly all day.
Save it for the next one.
Okay, fair enough. Alrighty. Well,
right.
on that note, Hopefully Fox is out of jail next time we talk to him. He's out on bail.
I'll take it strep by strep.
Oh!
Oh!
Strep by strep. That might be the episode title. Alrighty. Well,
right.
On that note, hopefully all 4 of us are together next time, and we're all cooking, or one of us is cooking.
Yeah.
So, alrighty. Well,
Right. Huzzah!
huzzah! Dude, Fox, that guy's ridiculous.
Is he still on?
Oh, never mind. Sorry.
Still here.